गाना बता दूं तो मैं गाना लगा दूं।
In about 3.5 miles, turn left onto 2nd Street.
पानी अलग अलग तरह के हेलो हम लोग भी अंदर जाते हैं फिर मिलते हैं इंशाल्लाह कोऑर्डिनेट करके जहाँ भी होंगे। ठीक है ठीक है। ये बात सुनो तुमने जनरल एडमिशन वाला टिकट लिया था ना? हाँ 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 अब ये रियल है ना?
हाँ
क्या है ये? रॉकेट?
ये रॉकेट है ना?
ओए ओए कितना स्टूपिड क्वेश्चन मैंने किया है। क्या हुआ जिसने पहली दफा देखा है? मैंने भी तो पहली दफा रियल में देखा है। जहाज भी रियल है अब्बा नीचे वाला?
ऐसी रहना
चले
ईसा
जाओ देखो अब्बा
चलो
अब्बा ले स्पेस सेंटर ह्यूस्टन। $15 extra per person. We don't know. But these are included. But these two need reservations and guest services. They'll give you a time. They have to have a time slot. Okay. Rocket Park, just go wait. It says tram tour down there, and it comes every 10-15 minutes. Okay. So for Rocket Park, no, Rocket Park, just go.
Brava, Isa. Light.
कभी आना चाहिए। हम पहले बाथरूम करते थे, आपकी बात करते रहते हैं। मार्स इस कलर का, मार्स कलर की बनी वॉल में और पता अब हमारी भी रहनी हो बनानी है, हम आपकी बना लेंगे। इधर सामान
ईसा इधर आओ।
आप बैठ के कुछ करें, मैं आपकी वीडियो बनाती हूँ। छोड़ रहे हैं आप एक मिनट करने। It's okay, Ammi, even if he presses, nothing will happen.
ना मेरी वीडियो बनाओ। अच्छा ये देखो ऐसा
Remember Apollo 8 and Lander's famous photo of Earthrise as they came around the moon on the side for the first time? Imagine being one of those first crew members on the ride, having their own modern-day Earthrise. The interior is about 30% larger than those Apollo era capsules to get everything from me is very bright. Thanks to the
I entered Japanese Air Force, Japan Air Self-Defense Force, then become a fighter pilot, then test pilot, and then became a passenger. We do science in space because we have constant microgravity in the ISS. We cannot achieve that condition on the Earth.
Legend. अब आप आगे बैठ सकते हैं वैसे।
Hello.
As we are about to depart. And we are all clear.
अब आप ले
Just gonna warm up. Should be fine. You ready, Sean? We're on the train now. We're gonna see the Space Center. Are you excited?
expressive na Salman.
Acha. Is it really like boys are really they're not expressive at all?
आपको like literally भीख मांगनी पड़ती है to get one single hug.
Oh, okay.
which is one of 10 steel tests. Before the land was owned by JSC, it was owned by Rice University, who sold the land to NASA in 1962. Before that, all of this was farmland owned by Humble Oil Company, now known as ExxonMobil.
देखो सलमान
जी.
चांद की दुनिया में लेकर आई हूँ मैं तुम्हें. चांद तारों की दुनिया में. तो मैं आई हूँ ऐसा वो इमोशन लेके आए. आओ हो जाए कहीं सितारों में कहीं क्या गाना? सुना गाना?
मैंने सुना नहीं है. आप सुना नहीं है. अच्छा अच्छा.
आप हो जाए सितारों एरिया लो.
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा. Nice.
अब्बा आपको टोपी चाहिए?
मेरे पास है.
अरे अब्बा आप पहन ले प्लीज. और
Only
उल्टी
one
नहीं जाए.
inside, you may see some of the world's famous heavy trucks. Take a look over to your right-hand side. This building and the surrounding area make up the George W.S. Abbey Rocket Park.
So this is the rocket they used to use back in the 80s, I think, right?
Yeah. Being made up of equipment from the Capsule Apollo missions Apollo 18 and 20. The Saturn V was the kind of rocket we used during the Apollo program to bring our isotopes from the atmosphere on their way to the moon. In addition to the Saturn V rocket, here at Rocket Park we do have 2 additional rockets on display. The shorter rocket with the red top is a Mercury redstone rocket that was designed initially as a ballistic missile. The rocket on the yellow scaffolding is a replica of the Apollo 2 and was used during the Apollo program to test the launch cases of
Speaking
the
of
Apollo
kneecaps, I hit my kneecap on the side here. No. Yeah, it's a school bus, baby.
Six, seven to the better.
Being home over 250 years,
Yeah. Police car. It's a police. That's a police car. Somebody got pulled over. You guys are synchronizing your heats.
like the extreme cold temperature of space. Many of you have seen the deep space imaging taken from the Deep Telescope. That telescope
would say this is cold.
It's cold.
Yeah, I would say it's cold. It's not bitter cold, but it's cold.
It's cold.
Yeah.
For astronauts, observers support teams gain familiarity with their equipment and mission. It is essential for astronauts to be familiar with their surroundings and everything at their fingertips before traveling to space. By the time of launch, they will understand how every piece of equipment functions.
लॉन्च पैड यहाँ से बहुत दूर है मरियम।
Okay.
ये तो सारा इनका एस्टेब्लिशमेंट है ना, जहाँ सामान बनता है।
यहाँ पे लेके आते हैं when they bring back the equipment and everything.
हाँ, वापस भी यहीं पे लाएंगे ना।
I wonder why haven't they done it? Like thorough security check.
Here? Yeah. That was.
अब तो ऐसे ही आते हैं.
I was quite surprised.
As we will be entering an active government and federal facility, we do have a
I think
couple
they're just
of
looking for people with like weapons for the most
We do
part.
ask at all times alongside the facility that we do remain compliant as we don't want to disturb the very important work ethic of the facility. We also do ask that there is no flash photography. Videos and photos are allowed as long as your flashlight is on. In addition, it takes 27 steps to reach up to the aviation corridor. We do ask you
I think we're gonna get off. Go inside. Yes.
Farrukh, आप जा सकते हैं वहाँ से.
नहीं,
Training facility and home of
Oh,
the
this is the
Space
training
Commercial
facility.
This building houses mock-ups and models of spacecraft, robots, and training simulators. Since 1980, every single NASA astronaut has walked the floors of this building in preparation for their next mission. Their primary objective is updating hardware for our current space station missions, as well as preparing for the next generation of spaceflight, the Artemis program. The large white and gray cylinders on the far right of the facility under the American flag are full-scale mock-ups of the International Space Station modules. The models that you see are a mixture of low, medium, and high-fidelity mock-ups. They are used to train the astronauts that will travel to the ISS in basic procedures and system familiarization. To understand the sheer size of the ISS, it measures about 356 feet, or 109 meters, and is roughly as long as an American football field. The ISS is traveling around the Earth so fast that in one 24-hour period, it revolves around the Earth 16 times. The primary goal of the ISS is to facilitate science experiments that cannot be done here on Earth. The station has had many scientific breakthroughs in its 25 years in orbit, like innovations in water filtration and purification systems that allow the station to recycle 93% of the water on board, in addition to fundamental disease research on cancer, asthma, heart disease, in addition to other medical conditions. The ISS is a global partnership of 15 different countries and 5 space agencies, which helps guarantee that the discoveries made in orbit will be shared throughout the world. They have been working for over 20 years to create the most prominent international peacetime collaboration in history. If you look at the gray capsule that is in front of the ISS module Zarya, that is the one with all the mission patches. In front of it, you'll see the Russian Soyuz. This capsule is used for astronauts, cosmonauts, and supplies to travel to and from the ISS. NASA relied on the Russian Soyuz as the only mode of transportation to and from the ISS after the decommissioning of the Space Shuttle program in 2011. That is, until the SpaceX rocket, or launch of the SpaceX rocket in 2020. This started NASA's Commercial Crew Program. NASA's idea behind the Commercial Crew Program is to allow private companies like SpaceX, Boeing, Sierra Nevada, in addition to other companies, to collaborate in missions to the ISS. This allows NASA the ability to focus more time on developing new spacecraft that will allow us to travel back to the moon and eventually to Mars. Speaking of the Commercial Crew Program, if you look to the left of the Soyuz, you'll see a white capsule surrounded by a blue staircase. That is the Boeing Starliner. The Starliner is a roomy capsule with a seating capacity holding up to 7 people, and is designed to have the ability to land on both water and land. The next step in the world of space exploration is the Artemis program. The Artemis missions will help take humans back to the surface of the moon as close as 2027, and will send humans further into space than ever before. The program will give us valuable information that will help us succeed in our mission of reaching the surface of Mars. Because these missions are a huge collaborative effort from so many countries, NASA wanted to create a set of principles that all parties involved could abide by to keep space a shared space for scientific research. These principles are what are known as the Artemis Accords. We will now begin to make our way down to the second half of the corridor. Engineers and astronauts have been doing extensive grading and research to prepare Ryan for his future crew mission that will land on the moon scheduled in 2027. The way we're doing is that everyone keeps making their way all the way down to the end of the corridor. This is an older intercom system, and this audio is not set up all the way down. The launch of Artemis 1 in November of 2022 was an unmanned but successful mission that taught us that the Orion can complete the enormous goals it was built to achieve. Artemis 2 is set to launch in just 10 weeks now, with 4 astronauts that will be the first to operate the Orion capsule. Orion is a much larger capsule compared to the Apollo mission capsules, as it can carry up to 4 astronauts, while the Apollo mission capsules could only hold up to 3. The blue metal structure to the far left of the building is the Active Response Gravity Offload System, or ARGOS, and is used to train astronauts in reduced gravity environments like the Moon, Mars, and microgravity. This system uses an overhead crane or robot system to offset the weight of whatever or whoever is attached to it. Astronauts can test a wide variety of motions on the system to simulate the relative dynamics of docking or connecting things in space. This system uses real-time applications to get the most accurate information on mating or docking processes. The Space Exploration Vehicle, or SEV, can usually be located somewhere near the Argos. Of course, they currently have it under tarp right now because they don't want us seeing it, but I'll keep talking about it. There are 2 different kinds of SEVs, the surface vehicle and the in-space vehicle. The one we have is the surface version. This vehicle can house 2 astronauts for up to 14 days and has the ability to travel thousands of miles over rough terrain. The SEV will help astronauts travel larger distances on different celestial bodies.
दिमाग से यही सुनीता विलियम है ये इंडियन वाली स्पेस पे गई मार्शल ने मार्स ना वो स्पेस पे गई थी 2-3 महीने के लिए 366 डेज स्टॉप रहना भी रिटर्न ईसा ने कल से आलिया से ये फोन छीना वेरी गुड
मरियम को बुलाओ। खड़े हो जाओ, खड़े हो जाओ।
Since we know a permanent presence on Mars is likely not possible immediately after we reach the surface, we still want to explore the capabilities of using humanoid robots to remotely maintain our Martian base while we're gone. As we are testing her to be ready for Mars, she is already operational down here on Earth. If you'd like to learn more about NASA Valkyrie, she's on all social media platforms under the tag NASA Valkyrie. Coming up on the left-hand side is the Art of Johnson Space Center, the Christopher C. Kraft Jr. Mission Control Center. This center is responsible for monitoring every detail of every crewed NASA mission. This building housed the mission control that Jack Swagger was speaking to, and he said, "Houston, we have a problem on Apollo 13. It has also served as the eyes and ears of NASA astronauts for 60 years. From monitoring the first American spacewalk to the first moon landing, the space shuttle missions that helped build our International Space Station, and now the Artemis missions. All of those were controlled inside a flight control room inside of this building. Teams work round the clock, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year inside of this building. In addition, if you look on top of the Mission Control Center, you'll see an American flag flying, which is very special as we are only able to fly this flag when we have an American astronaut in space. We have been able to fly this flag continuously for 25 years now. If you would like to exit off of the tram and enter Rocket Park, we do ask that you remain seated until the tram comes to a full and complete stop, where I will clear you to exit off to the left-hand side, where you will enter the Rocket Park.
रॉकेट पार्क में जाने देंगे अंदर
ईसा आओ रॉकेट देखेंगे रॉकेट देखें आओ
पहनने नहीं है मैं बच्ची को मेरी बिट्टी को